Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be doing the video on the Pac-12 final season of this iteration of the Pac-12, obviously with USC and UCLA both moving out into the Big Ten. And only saying that slow so I can click on them at the same time. But yeah, so those are the two that'll be going there. Along with them, I believe every Pac-12 team should win their first game. I'm not sure if Stanford will, but let's just see if Hawaii's got a good team or not here. Oh, apparently not. Stanford will win, no problem. That's saying here. Colorado will unfortunately lose though, as they have some major issues with such a bad roster that Dion is taking over from past seasons. Again, this is a two-year program, two-year project for the Colorado Buffaloes. So at least 2 years, right? So going forward, they'll be good, but they need to figure things out first. As for the other good games that will be good, let me just check here real quick. Yep. Every Pac-12 team should win. Florida will be interesting because Florida's really bad this year. Boise State, Washington, probably the best, one of the best games. But yeah, as I said in the Pac-12 or the Big 12 video, excuse me, Colorado and TCU will be playing in the same. We'll be playing on Big Noon kickoff week one. I believe that's already been announced. But everyone starts off 1-0. USC, I don't know. I don't think they have week zero on here. I think they just gave them a free win. So, oh no, here you go. So there's the week zeros right here. Got it. Okay, yeah. So USC is already 2-0 in 1 week. Um, Going forward here, I believe I had Arizona State winning. I had Utah winning this. We had Nebraska winning, Oregon State, UCLA, another road game. That's crazy. Oregon, not Texas Tech. I don't know why I clicked there. USC at home. Washington, I believe I have Wisco winning that one. Mississippi State will take care of business. And Auburn and Cal. Cal's not been good in a very long time, so I'm gonna have to go with Auburn just purely on what Cal's been going forward. I don't know much about Cal right now. Let me just check their win total. Um, let's see here. Where is it? Pac-12 Cal. 5.5 wins. Not bad. Who's the lowest on here outside of Colorado, which we know Colorado, I think is what, 4.5, 3.5. And they're favored to go under. So supposed to only win 3 games this year. Okay. Speaking of their 3 games they're going to win, this is one of them. I think Arizona State's not great, but let me just double check that too. Arizona State's win total is 4.5 with the over, so they're winning 5 games. So they're going to win. Oregon State, Stanford. It's going to be a clean sweep for the Pac-12. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier in the year, Washington versus Michigan State is gonna be a great game. Very excited to see how it turns out. Michael Penix should sling it all around the woodshed and burn it to the ground. USC will take care of business against Arizona State. Arizona versus Stanford. I don't think Stanford is gonna be great. And I know Arizona 5 wins. Stanford, what? Yeah, only 3 wins. So I got Arizona winning on the road. Oregon destroying Colorado. Sorry, Colorado. Utah, UCLA. Now this one's gonna be a good game. They might actually have this as a game I can look at a early line. No, they don't. Well, that's unfortunate. I thought they were gonna have that be a game I could look at early. That's really unfortunate. I'm going to go with Utah at home. Tough to beat them at home, especially with the freshman quarterback, Dante Moore. Michigan man, not from the University of Michigan, from the state of Michigan, Detroit kid. Um, Washington and Wazoo at home. No, I kind of like Oregon State a lot this year. Let me just double check what we got for those win totals just to see what lines up where. Washington State projected to win 6 games. Oregon State projected to win 8 games. So yeah, Oregon State on the road makes sense. Had a good thing going last year. I know me and my boy Zay get into it a little bit. He disrespects the Beavers out in Corvallis, but you shouldn't because DJ Uiagalelei is in town. He might not even start, but they're good. But right off the bat, I'm disrespecting them. Next week, USC wins, Utah wins, Oregon wins, Washington wins, Arizona State wins. No home teams, no home advantage in the Pac-12. But as we know, with Dave Portnoy's betting strategy a few years ago, um, Pac-12 after dark, things get nuts out there. So who knows? As for this week, week 6, USC, Arizona State, Oregon State, UCLA. I think this could be a game where Colorado comes out of nowhere and wins, but I do not see it happening. Colorado wins this one though at home against Stanford. USC Notre Dame is a pick 'em. This is gonna be a Caleb Williams vintage Heisman game, but they still lose. Um, no, no, no. Notre Dame's cheeks. What am I saying? Who's even their quarterback? Exactly. Oregon State, UCLA, UCLA on the road, Utah at home, Washington. They're a team to watch out for big time this year. Will the Purple Rain make it back in? I could definitely see it. Arizona State, Washington State take the better team at home when it's a pick 'em. Washington, USC, man, I'll come back to that one in a second. UCLA on the road. Utah, USC. This one's tough because Utah is a damn good team, but they love to mess up. I think USC wins at home. They finally get revenge. And what's his name? Caleb Williams with his fuck Utah fingertips finally gets it done. Sorry for the swearing, but that's a true statement. He had F Utah painted on his fingernails, F, and then Utah on the other hand. So he finally gets to put those to good use and make them work. So good for him. Week 9, Arizona State, Washington, Oregon State, USC, UCLA, Oregon, Utah. These Oregon, Utah, UCLA, basically the top 5 teams over here. These guys, they're gonna round robin. I feel they always do, but Utah at home, Cam Rising. That's all. That's all I got. Oregon State, Boulder, Colorado, Boulder. Sorry, guys. Oregon State wins. Arizona State, UCLA, UCLA wins. California, Oregon, Oregon wins. USC, Washington. I could come back to bite someone. Utah, Stanford. No, Wazoo. Going into week 11, I think Boulder gets this one. I think this is their homecoming too. So I know it doesn't really matter much with a brand new team and no one on the team being there for more than a year, but you know what I mean. Oregon State at home. Wazoo, UCLA. Oregon wins this one. This is the game that USC has too much hype. They come and they lose it. And then Washington stands on it, stands in the paint, gets it. Washington, Oregon, Wazoo, Stanford, Utah. And then here it is. Winner goes, I think this is right last week. Oh, there's a week after. That sucks. But for these two teams, is it their last week? I think they both played early, did they not? No, they didn't. Winner take all basically for the Pac-12 to go to the championship game. And I mean, I don't know, I don't even think there's a line out for this, but I would imagine. I'm trying to think here. I would imagine it's going to be USC, right? UCLA is going to be a good story. What even is their win total this year? I think they're going to play real well. 8 wins. I have them already hitting that. But they lose to USC because by then Dante Moore is really going to be in his element, and I'm so high on the kid. Kid out of Cass Tech, Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. Watch out. Civil War. Oregon takes the Civil War. Looking for Washington to slip up against Wazoo in the Egg Bowl. What's it called? Is it the Egg Bowl? No, it's not the Egg Bowl. The Apple Cup. There it is. Egg Bowl is Mississippi. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Utah destroys Colorado. UCLA wins. Who else? Arizona State beats Arizona. They go bowling. And then Stanford, Notre Dame wins. And I don't even know what Notre Dame's record is, but they've been in pretty much all of our videos. So that is what I have for this. Washington versus USC. Winner to the college football playoff. Let me see here on odds of the playoff. You making them? USC is 230. Washington is 700. As for conference winners, Pac-12, we've got ourselves with Washington at 400. I like that because they're going to upset USC after beating them earlier in the season. Purple rain, purple rain. That's all I got for this video. Let me know if you think the purple rain will continue or will Caleb Williams and the USC defense, mostly Lincoln Riley, finally figure it out and Lincoln Riley get himself back into the playoff, likely facing probably Georgia. As of now, I'm spoiling the SEC video, but guys, what are we doing here? So we got Michigan, we've got Clemson, Washington, Georgia. All right. That's all I got for now. Like and subscribe, and let's see that purple rain, baby. Peace.